Hello, and welcome to the download. This episode will highlight and provide an understanding of the CSS profile. The CSS profile is a required financial aid application for almost 400 colleges. The process of applying for need-based financial aid for college begins by students and parents completing one or potentially two financial aid forms. The FAFSA, which stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, is the more common financial aid form, but families may be required to also submit the CSS profile. Any college or university that awards federal student aid must require that students complete the FAFSA in order to determine eligibility for federal aid. Most colleges and universities nationwide use the FAFSA as their sole application for need-based financial aid, so students applying for aid to those colleges only need to complete the FAFSA. However, there are about 400 colleges which require that the CSS profile also be completed in addition to the FAFSA. Those colleges use the CSS profile to assess the student's eligibility for the college's own institutional aid dollars. Typically, profile colleges are very selective private colleges, including the Ivy League colleges. However, the University of Michigan at Ann Arbor and the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill are both examples of flagship state universities that also require the profile. The College Board is the organization that administers the CSS profile and is where you will complete the profile application. By visiting profileonline.collegeboard.org, you can view a list of participating colleges and universities and their CSS profile application deadlines, understand what documents you will need before you begin the application for the CSS profile, watch a tutorial on completing the CSS profile application, and lastly, apply for financial aid. It is also important to note that the CSS profile is available October 1st each year. Each college that requires the profile has their own specific deadline, so be sure to check the financial aid website of the particular college for more information. The CSS profile also requires a fee to submit, unlike the FAFSA, which is a free application to submit. Lastly, it is important to note that the CSS profile includes three parts: registration, completing the application, and submitting the payment. After you apply, your profile is sent to your colleges you listed in the application, and those colleges will communicate with you from there. It is always a good idea to visit the college website for the most accurate and up-to-date information on their specific financial aid requirements. And that's the download.